Hello and welcome to the Heart United, one stop for everything Manchester United. Of course, we lost to Brighton 2-1 at the American Express Stadium away, and yeah, it's a very disappointing result. I have a few things to talk about. Let's talk about five things we observed in today's defeat to Brighton. Starting with the very first thing, in my match review yesterday, I said bench Rashford for Garnacho and also bench Maguire for Delete and start Zexi. Of course, Ten didn't do that. He started Maguire, he started Rashford, and he played Bounce at the number 10 and played Bruno as first 9. And in the beginning of the game, it was very good. Our pressing was good. Let's talk about some positive. Pressing was good. General play was good. We created good chances. We were not clinical as usual. And it was really positive in the first 30 minutes of the game. It was both even ended, and Brighton had their chances, also had our chances. But then it came to the first goal, which Maguire could have done better to avoid the cross. When the cross came in, he wasn't there. And then Welbeck scored the goal. And that's when everything began to fall apart. We began to go back to our old ways. And at the end of the day, Ten Hag needs to take some blame, because starting with Garnacho, who is way better right now than Rashford, and starting with Delete, of course, who is better than Maguire and can play better than Maguire in our system, would have done us a lot of good. Delete has been here for the last 2 weeks. I don't see any reason why we have to still wait for him to start. Also, Zexi came off the bench and got a goal that was disallowed. Or not got the goal anyway. Garnacho got the goal, but he hit the ball and it was offside and blah blah blah, and the goal was disallowed. But starting Zexi would have given us a better chance of playing with a striker and maybe creating better chances and doing some things with the chances we created. But we weren't able to do that. So at the end of the day, Ten Hag has to take some blame. Also, in terms of negative, Ten Hag hasn't beaten Brighton a lot of times. He has a very bad record against Brighton. Ten Hag has faced Brighton 5 times and lost 4 times and won just once. And then our record of not winning our first 2 games back to back is still dead, because we lost this game. First game we won, second game we're losing now, right? And then Ten Hag is being beaten by a 31-year-old manager in what's his name? I can't even pronounce his name. It's poor, very poor, very poor performance from the team. I don't even know what to say. Very poor. And then the subs he did was also poor. Why are you subbing Bruno for Scott McTominay? Bruno is our captain. Bruno is a game changer. Bruno can always give you a goal and assist at any time of the game. And I'm bringing him out for Scott McTominay, who offers nothing. Who offers nothing serious. We have Kobe Mino, we have Casemiro. What exactly is Scott McTominay doing in that lineup? What is he doing? Another problem that he had created for himself. The subs were poor. Also, we had 6 offside. These players are not positioning very well. Even the goal we considered was also due to lack of poor positioning. 6 offsides today, and one of those offsides, and two of those offsides cost us 2 goals. 2 of those offsides cost us 2 goals. And also, poorly timed passes. We didn't really time our passes very well, leading to the offside also. Those offsides would have been avoided if our passes were timed a little seconds earlier. That would have not resulted in some offside, but it did, because we wasted time in passing the ball. So we made a lot of mistakes. But the positive I would say is that we had very good pressing throughout the whole game. Kudos to that. We are getting that into the team game by game. The pressing was very, very good. General play was good. We created good chances, but the problem was being clinical. Ahmad had a chance which he would have scored from a very fantastic cross from Dalot. He missed that chance. That would have been a goal on the first half. But of course, Ahmad got a goal in the second half, even with the death of his non-biological mother yesterday. He started today and he got a goal, and I'm happy for him. But we didn't win that game. We could have won that game, but the second goal was cancelled due to an offside. And as much as I want to blame the players for some of all these things, then they are to blame, but Ten Hag also has to take some blame, because he didn't start the right players and he didn't make the right substitutions. The substitutions didn't work this time around. Of course, we know that the subs in Garnacho and Zexi got a goal that was offside. But apart from that thing, why did you sub McTominay in for Bruno Fernandes? Bruno Fernandes was coming out and he had a smirk on his face, because like, why are you subbing me? And there are some games where you need to sub Bruno Fernandes. I agree. There are some games you need to sub Bruno Fernandes early or McTominay early when they are not doing very well. But today wasn't the perfect time to do that. If we are winning, you can sub them off. If you're having a very, very poor game, you can sub them off. But today wasn't that game to sub Bruno Fernandes. Of course, Marcus Rashford, you can sub Rashford. You can sub out Rashford. In my own opinion, Rashford shouldn't even have started. Garnacho should have started. And the next game, I don't want to see against Liverpool, Delete better be starting that game, and also Garnacho better be starting that game, because we can't afford to lose to Brighton today and lose to Liverpool the next game. But generally, it was a very disappointing performances. Very, very disappointing performances. We created good chances. We're not clinical enough, and then some little mistakes. Both goals were soft goals. Both goals were goals that we should have defended very well, but we didn't do that, and now we have lost. Leave a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about the game. Very, very disappointing. First game won, second game lost. We are going up and going down. I think we have like 6 more days in this summer transfer window, and I hope they use those 6 days to do some good business, sell some players and bring in players in. Sancho was not even in the squad. Sancho looked like he will go. McTominay needs to be sold. We have a bid in from Napoli. Accept that bid and let him go. They want 25 million pounds at least for him, and I think Napoli bid around 20 million pounds. Yeah, around 25 million euro should be around 20 million pounds. That's what they bid in. But accept that bid and sell Scott McTominay and bring in Ugarte. Let this team evolve. We still have the same old players coming from the bench. You started Mount and started Bruno in the game. You're taking off Bruno and bringing Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay is done a 10. We already have Zexi in. Scott McTominay is coming to come and occupy Zexi's space. Or maybe Zexi will drop back to number 10 and Scott McTominay will play in the striker position, right? But if you had started Zexi and Bruno, and then you wanted to bring out Zexi, and you wanted to bring out Bruno, you'd have brought in Mount, which wouldn't have been bad. But bringing in Scott McTominay that offers nothing special was a very poor decision. And also not starting Garnacho, also a very poor decision. But it is what it is. We lost. He said some things about the games, the players, they didn't do well, they created soft chances, the 2 goals, well, they have to talk about it, go back to the drawing board, fine and good. But today, I would put the most of the blame, 60% of the blame, to Ten Hag and 43 players, because his starting lineup wasn't good and his subs wasn't good. And at the end of the day, he lost to a 31-year-old Brighton coach. But let's see how it goes. Leave a comment and tell me what you think about that game. What is your analysis of that game? And I don't know, it's a very disappointing game, but leave a comment and tell me what you think. Leave your match ratings in the comment section. I don't even want to even rate the player. I'm going to give most of them a 6/10. Maguire 5/10. Ahmad 7/10. He got a good goal. That's all. Casemiro was okay. Marino was good. Bruno was okay. Rashford. So most of them will get a 5 or 6/10. But the only standard on that game could be Ahmad that got a good goal, but he could have scored 2 goals today and he didn't. Dallo was also very good in the game also, but at the end of the day, we lost. Leave a comment and tell me what you think.